in 9 games. They've scored 3 in the last 6 games. On the other side, you've got Bethlehem, 8 goals in the last 5 games. On paper, you'd say the two teams are going in the wrong direction right now, Charlie, but stranger things have happened. The last time that Harrisburg won was back on April 15th, 3-2, on that great goal at the end of the game. And maybe they can find a little of that magic here again tonight at FNB Field.
Always a good intrastate rivalry, Gary. And the funny thing about it is, as you say, two teams in some ways headed in opposite directions. Harrisburg, a side that's really struggling, but they've had this Bethlehem side's number for their entire existence. A 3-1-1 overall record against Bethlehem. The last win that they've had against them, but also the last time they met up, they lost the match.
The defense by the City Islanders all season long has been outstanding. They've really done a great job. One of the reasons why Lee Nishanian, who's number 15 in the lineup, he's the only guy, by the way, for City Islanders tonight to play in every single minute of every single match so far. On the other side, though, you and I remember this guy, Sekou Kane, 7 goals for the season for this resurgent Bethlehem City team, and he really is tough. 7 goals. He's going to be a guy they're going to be keeping their eye on tonight, number 36. He makes it happen out there.
A serious attacker, Gary. They're going to have to mark him very, very tightly. The defense is going to have to move around behind him, position him behind him, and watch those through balls to him because he is a scoring machine.
Harrisburg needs to find a way to score tonight, and we're going to watch to see who that might be. Up front, they got a guy named Mike Ola who's going to be running up in the center forward tonight. We'll keep an eye on him, but we got a lot of things going on here tonight in terms of what City Islanders have to do. For Bethlehem, they are a resurgent team, 5th place right now, City Islanders in last place. But tonight could be the night where they could really turn it around. Again, 1 win, 3 points, you can turn a whole season around. We're halfway through. Good evening and welcome to FNB Field here on City Island in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, the capital city of Pennsylvania, for tonight's USL soccer matchup. It's the Harrisburg City Islanders, 2-6-4, going up against Bethlehem Steel FC, 6-6-1. Good evening, everyone. I'm Gary Sutton. Alongside of me, Charlie Giroux tonight, and we're ready to bring you another great matchup here on Invicta. It's a tale of two cities here tonight with both Bethlehem and Harrisburg here. Bethlehem won 3 of their last 4, coming off a big 2-0 win over New York, the first time they ever beat New York. On the other side for Harrisburg, they have not scored in 9 games. They have not won in 9 games. Well, they haven't won in 9 games. They've scored 3 in the last 6 games. On the other side, you've got Bethlehem, 8 goals in the last 5 games. On paper, you'd say the two teams are going in the wrong direction right now, Charlie, but stranger things have happened. The last time that Harrisburg won was back on April 15th, 3-2, on that great goal at the end of the game. And maybe they can find a little of that magic here again tonight at FNB Field.
Always a good intrastate rivalry, Gary. And the funny thing about it is, as you say, two teams in some ways headed in opposite directions. Harrisburg, a side that's really struggling, but they've had this Bethlehem side's number for their entire existence. A 3-1-1 overall record against Bethlehem. The last win that they've had against them, but also the last time they met up, they lost the match.
The defense by the City Islanders all season long has been outstanding. They've really done a great job. One of the reasons why Lee Nishanian, who's number 15 in the lineup, he's the only guy, by the way, for City Islanders tonight to play in every single minute of every single match so far. On the other side, though, you and I remember this guy, Sekou Kane, 7 goals for the season for this resurgent Bethlehem City team, and he really is tough. 7 goals. He's going to be a guy they're going to be keeping their eye on tonight, number 36. He makes it happen out there.
A serious attacker, Gary. They're going to have to mark him very, very tight. The defense is going to have to move around behind him, position him behind him, and watch those through balls to him because he is a scoring machine.
Harrisburg needs to find a way to score tonight, and we're going to watch to see who that might be. Up front, they got a guy named Mike Ola who's going to be running up in the center forward tonight. We'll keep an eye on him. But we got a lot of things going on here tonight in terms of what City Islanders have to do. For Bethlehem, they are a resurgent team, 5th place right now. City Islanders in last place. But tonight could be the night where they could really turn it around. Again, 1 win, 3 points, you can turn a whole season around. We're halfway through, but we got another half to play in this season, and it's all coming your way tonight on Invicta. It's Bethlehem and City Islanders next here on Invicta TV.
Focus. It's hard to keep. Everybody wants a piece of you. So don't lose it. Take your time. Work hard. Don't give up. And when your moment comes, breathe through. And focus.
Under a new state law, all electronics must be recycled.
Welcome to the Dolphin County Recycling Center, where recycling is quick, easy, and free.
You may recycle appliances or even cell phones.
We're open 6 days a week, and recycling is as easy as 1, 2, 3.
Contact our helpful staff at the Recycling Center or visit our website for more information.
Help us protect our planet, because tomorrow does matter.
These past few years have been tough on all of us. You worry about the economy, your job, your savings. You may even have given up on your dream of owning your own home. But don't give up just yet. We're PHFA. We help people realize their dreams of owning their own home with features like competitive interest rates, down payment and closing cost assistance, and even free home ownership counseling. PHFA can make your dream of home ownership finally come true. Find us on the web or call us to find out how.
I'm Brian Hudson, and we're PHFA. Welcome home.
Karen has 459 friends, but none of them made sure she got home okay. None of them suggested she skip the next drink, try a glass of water, or maybe just call it a night. Karen has 459 friends, but tonight, what she really needed was one good one.
And welcome back to FNB Field for tonight's City Islanders Bethlehem Steel matchup here in the USL. There you see Brandon Miller in goal tonight for the City Islanders. They're going to be looking for some scoring up front there with Mike Ola, number 13. Keep an eye on him, and Jamie Thomas, number 17. On the other side, watch out for number 36, Sekou Kane, who has 7 goals on the season, and John McCarthy, the goalkeeper, number 23 tonight, one of the best in the business. But they could also score. Adam Najim coming off a big game in which he had 1 goal and 1 assist his last time out against the New York Cosmos. So keep an eye on him, or the New York Red Bulls, rather. Excuse me, thinking about another team in another division. But number 24, Adam Najim, keep your eye on him tonight. And also Marcus Epps out there, number 20. They can score from a lot of different positions, can Bethlehem Steel.
And it's important, Gary, that on the other side, the Harrisburg side, get out of the anemic offense that they've had for the last few matches and put some pressure on early in this match. Push the attack, create the space up front. You've said several times, you know, this is a team that's built on speed, but somehow it breaks down once inside the box. They're going to have to get scoring opportunities early.
Well, there you see the City Islanders in their white and blue tonight, and Capelli on the front. On the other side in gold and blue, Bethlehem Steel FC. Harrisburg in a 4-3-3 formation tonight. Bethlehem Steel in a 4-2-3-1. And we are about to get this one underway here in a moment. Beautiful evening, low humidity, 80 degrees game time. Nice crowd coming in here tonight. It should be a wonderful evening for soccer, Charlie.
Gorgeous night here at FNB Stadium, Gary. The pitch looks like it's in great shape, and the conditions could not be more ideal. So we're looking for a great match.
Well, we are underway now, and Bethlehem has the soccer ball. Swing it over near side to Wijnaldum. And Bethlehem getting underway. Of course, remember the match here with Cardell Bembo scoring in the late stages of that game, 89th minute, 32nd second, and a big 3-2 win over Bethlehem Steel. So they're itching tonight to get some kind of retribution here against the City Islanders. Islanders have played great defense all season long. That has not been the problem.
Now, the problem, as we've stated several times, Gary, has always been on the other end of the field. The attack has just not worked well, and it's frankly been anemic the last few matches. They've scored 3 goals in the last 6 matches.
9-game winless streak here for the Islanders, and you think, what's the night it's going to turn around? Maybe it'll be tonight.
Well, this is a side that they've had their way with throughout their history, and as you know, the last match that they won this season was against this Bethlehem side, and they've played well against them, an intra-state rivalry that has worked well for City.
John Grosh trying to get the ball, taken away there by Ken Tribbett. And be offsides against Bethlehem Steel. Just opening up here tonight at FNB Field. Nice to have the Islanders back home here in friendly climes. Chasing down in the corner, and the ball's going to belong to Bethlehem Steel.
Yeah, Gary, where Harrisburg has really struggled this season has been on the road. 1-6-1 away from home this year. They've played really well here at FNB Field.
The ball ahead. And McLaws will get it to Brandon Miller, who gets it out of there. A little bit of a breeze here tonight. I always hesitate to say it'll have an effect on the game because I know that at halftime, Coach Bill Betcher will probably say it does not. So, but there is a little breeze upstairs here. We're always up high in the right field line of the stadium. We will be talking to Coach Bill Betcher at halftime. Ball taken by Travis Brent. Offside. And again, offsides against Bethlehem Steel. Bethlehem Steel in the middle of a 4-game undefeated streak right now. Won 3 of those last 4 games.
And Bethlehem obviously very eager tonight, Gary, and a couple of offsides calls here early as a result of them pressing forward a little bit too aggressively.
See Wijnaldum taking it down there in a matchup with McLaws. Sent out ahead again. Mashanian, kick it back. Taken there by Steele into Sekou Kone. And then the reset, and they'll swing to the other side of the field. There you see Thomas just kicking across the line off the Bethlehem Steel player. So the ball belongs to the City Islanders. They'll throw it in across the touchline. You can hear the Bethlehem Steel crowd down there. They're singing away right now. They travel well.
They do. Very vociferous.
We've got all their cheers lined up there. There you see Coach Bill Betcher over on the far side. And Harrisburg looking to try to get a scoring opportunity here. Good swing back to the middle, no one home. As the ball was picked off there by Josh Yarrow. So Thomas trying to create something there in the early going.
Harrisburg, trying to pick a little bit at the Bethlehem defense and looking for some openings and some opportunities. Good delivery on that last ball.
Obviously, a number of players out of the lineup tonight. Manolo Sanchez is out. Johnny Mendoza not in there. Tiago Calvano, one of the defenders who's back there with Nishanian normally, is not there. Adam Wheeler is out again, and all those guys are out of the lineup tonight because of injury.
We chat a lot, Gary, about Wheeler, and they certainly will miss him, but the player I think that they'll miss tonight is Mendoza, because he adds so much to the attack and is constantly looking to create spaces and open up scoring opportunities with the defense. He's a key part of their attack.
Here's Ola with the ball near side. Ola, who's a star from Montclair State, and a good center by Ola. Ball will be kicked out across the touchline. Will be a throw-in. Ola had 40 goals with Montclair State, New Jersey. And
pretty impressive career.
Nice job there of sealing off, and I thought he was going to earn a corner kick. Instead, it'll be a goal kick coming out. John McCarthy in the goal tonight. McCarthy, the second best goalkeeper in the East Division of the USL. And pushing downfield right now is Thomas. So it'll be another goal kick out for Bethlehem. Interesting hat on there McCarthy has tonight. Kind of looks like something out of the medieval times,
I missed it there until you made mention of it, Gary. This
might be offsides again here.
No flag.
There's Kane, look out. Good knock out of there by Brandon Miller. He punches it out, and then a swing out by the defense, and the crowd gives a nice round of applause for a great effort by Miller. That's what Kane does. It just turns around on you. It's almost like he'll hide the ball, and he turns around, and then there's this lightning strike at you.
Yeah, nice save at point-blank range. Very nice save.
So Bethlehem Steel, very methodical here so far. Looking to the middle, little set piece here, and McLaws gets in and breaks it up. Another good job of booting out of there for the Islanders, and take it in the middle by Ribeiro. Far side to Thomas. Thomas sets it up. Thomas a little bit of running room here, trying to push it ahead. He's got his man right to the middle and not able to get enough on at that time. A lot of running room here this time for, and look out, Kane is wide open on the near side, and then it's going to be offsides again. And Kane is not too happy with the official's decision. The official says, hey, I had it the whole way.
Just didn't call it quite as fast as he might have.
Okay, whenever an official puts his chest out, back off, because it's the card can't be far behind. The official was taking great exception to that. It was his first call of the game. He said, I'm kind of cherishing that call.
He liked it.
Yeah, if an official likes the call a lot and you notice it right away, get out of town. No time for United Nations meeting there. So Bethlehem Steel. Interesting defense here out of this 4-3-3 formation. As we said, all year long, there's been no problem for the way this team's been built for defense. It's the finishing off in the offense, and really, if you take a look, midfield and down, they have been terrific. It's the finalizing, and that's obviously the key in soccer.
They've broken down the opposing attack very well. They've counterattacked well, Gary. But as you correctly point out, the thing breaks down in the final quarter of the field, and that's where your scoring opportunities come from. And as a result, they just have not put the ball in the net that often.
Lots of quickness, and then it kind of just bogs. So we'll see tonight if we can get something a little bit different on this one.
There's a pretty nice ball. We can keep it
on
on
far side. And good defense far side as well. And you're going to get the first corner, I believe, of the night. So the corner will go to Bethlehem.
I think it's still
it's going to be a throw-in. It is going to be a throw. Couldn't quite tell if he got it across the end line or across the touch line. So it'll be a throw-in instead. Good hard throw in there as well. And then a good head out of there. Nice job by Travis Brent. Travis Brent was out for a few games with injuries. It's nice to see him back in the lineup tonight. Head there by McLaws will be across the touch line. Travis Brent, kind of an interesting sojourn on soccer, played in the Netherlands with the second division team Almere City FC, and there's a shot right at it and kicking it out of there. What a save, and then kicking it out right away. City Islanders.
And kept it in.
Wow, unbelievable.
You'd enjoy seeing that one on the highlight reel.
That was a rocket shot. Let's take a look at it again. Watch this. Brandon Miller, and he got lucky. It tipped off his hands, went off the top of the pole.
Off the bar.
Wow. But he got a hand on it, and that may have been just enough to take the trajectory another direction.
Kicked back out, and then the second opportunity was saved by the Harrisburg defender. Very nice sequence there.
Good working together, and that's what we've talked about all season long. That defense has been tough back there. Over to McLaws, near side. McLaws stops it, looking in the middle. Dumps it off to John Grosh. And a high, long kick, taken nicely there by John McCarthy. So here comes Bethlehem. Good long high kick far side. Looks like the sun got in the eyes of the player over there on the far side. That was Marcus Epps who was trying to line it up.
The sun's still pretty high, Gary. The second longest day of the year. And
see, tomorrow is officially summer, right?
Tomorrow's it.
Cadet touches it back. Stolen away for a moment by Grosh. Over to Mohammed. And then Nishanian will just kick it across the end line and buy his team a little time to regroup. Ball back into Kane. McLaws lifts it nicely down the field. Ola trying to chase it down, won't get it. And McCarthy will get a kick out of there, and Bethlehem Steel starts it again. 12:03 into this one so far. Two serious opportunities in the match thus far by Bethlehem Steel. I would say no serious opportunities so far for Harrisburg, although they've had a couple, again, nice looking setup pieces. McLaws again will track it down near side, centering it. Thomas trying to get to it. Thomas will be the first one to get it in the corner and then booted out of there by Steele.
Yeah, Harrisburg, Gary, really just still trying to stretch the defense a little bit and create some opportunities in the middle. They're still kind of testing the Bethlehem side to see how their defense moves and just trying to stretch the field a little bit and then see what opportunities can get made in closer to the box.
One of the problems for Harrisburg right now is the injury situation and trying to find that offensive rhythm that usually comes from playing minutes together. And obviously, with a new group in there again tonight, you're trying to mesh new parts and get new rhythms in offensive scoring here. Saw Ribeiro trying to get a turnaround shot there. Mohammed
completely shut down.
Does a great job of taking it away on the far side. Here it comes to McLaws. McLaws up high again, headed toward the goal. McCarthy jumps on it. Ribeiro was ramming right down the middle trying to get to it. So nice idea there. They're getting a lot of nice looks there in the middle, but McCarthy able to smell him out so far, and you can see over on the far side, Epps kind of limping a little bit. Missed pass to Ribeiro. Olabi was looking for Ribeiro in the middle, just basically missed him.
Ladies and gentlemen, the City Islanders are proud to welcome
McLaws will get it in.
coaches from our youth clubs.
Taken by Dabo.
Panthers United and the Camp Hill Soccer Club, please stand at this time and be recognized.
On the bench tonight, you do have Danny DePrima and Paul Wilson, Cardell Bembo, all over there available this evening. So lots of speed on the bench as well. Richie Marquez sends it far side. And Steele will put it all the way down there. And there's Brandon Miller picking it off nicely. Love the way Brandon Miller moves. He really does do a good job of anticipating things coming up. And
he comes out quickly, cuts off the angles very well, and as you say, moves exceptionally well then back into his position.
He had one play all year long you can remember where he really just kind of misplayed it, and that was that long piece from out the right side earlier in the season where he misplayed a short hop and it kind of went off him. But, you know, he's been dynamite all year long. And, again, the defense here for City Islanders as good as there probably is in the league. Problem is you can't score in nothing games. So tonight, trying to figure out a way to get some goals on the board. You know, Charlie, there was a point last season when they played a couple games over Clipper Magazine Stadium where they really got into a great offensive rhythm, and it was like the floodgates opened.
Remember that well, Gary.
Yeah.
And they were in a groove right then, and unfortunately they couldn't sustain that last year, and they had those momentary lapses at the end of matches that cost them very dearly because they had, as you say, really created a rhythm and a good chemistry and were moving exceptionally well. And I think they can get that back. They've got the material to do it. That's what's so frustrating. This side has the material to make it happen, but their offense has really been anemic thus far this season.
Well, and the guys who were really key in that whole run, Paul Wilson and Aaron Wheeler, were great during that set of matches that we saw over there. And it looked like they were really starting to hit their own, and then the injury to Wheeler came up, and it certainly, you know, changed the entire mechanics of the team.
Yeah, it really did. And again, you know, tonight they're without a lot of their key components in the lineup. So they've got some folks coming in off the bench tonight, Gary, that can really make a difference. Some of the spark plugs of this side are, you know, still available for service.
So we're 16:39 into this one, the 17th minute. By the way, head coach Brendan Burke of this team, assistant coaches for him, Jeff Cook, Steve Hogan, and Jay Cooney. And, of course, Bill Betcher, the only coach that the City Islanders have ever known. Over on the sideline tonight with his assistants, Dennis Clark, Steve Woodison over there as well. Here they come. Good long hit, and that's just left of the
He had a little mustard
net
on that too, Gary.
That was a nice look, and John Grosh unloading that one. Take a look here. John Grosh lines it up and says, let me give a shot at this thing. And, you know, one of the things that I know they've been talking about is kind of overpassing sometimes, and they're taking more of a look right now and trying to get some good shots in there right away, and that was a good look by Grosh. Remember a few weeks ago we saw him play when Olabi hit that big one from out there. So, again,
I'm a great believer in pulling the trigger. You need to put them on frame, but you know, you pull the trigger, you're going to get a lot of opportunities that you wouldn't otherwise get.
So the ball across the touchline will be taken there by Bethlehem. You just feel like it's a long feeling out period here so far.
Yeah, they really are testing each other a little bit.
And Abbas Mohammed will let it go across the touchline. He'll bring it in for the City Islanders. high throw in there. Headed by Steele. Then out of there by Olabi. Ribeiro touches it off to Thomas. Thomas trying to find some room to make something happen. Swings it far side to McLaws. McLaws controls. Back to the middle, looking for Ribeiro. Ribeiro can't take it. Thomas has got a shot at it here. Thomas gets pushed from behind and gets no call.
Offside, I think.
They'll say it was offsides. But again, Thomas getting pretty good position there for the moment, just not able to stay on side. Kane. Being tracked down in the corner here by Brent. Double teamed at the last moment. McLaws swings it out. Trying to get it to Ola. Chambers on top of it. You know, you look at Chambers. Chambers looks like a guy you'd see in a rugby match.
Yeah. The big, strong kid.
He's got that burly kind of Scottish look, doesn't he?
Yeah, I wouldn't want to mess with him. There's a nice through ball.
Here comes Ola. Can he get to it first? And McCarthy will dive on it. So McCarthy swings it over far side. We're in minute number 21 here in the first half. No score. Brent in the middle of the field will stop it. To Nishanian. And now to Olabi. Back over to McLaws, and here we come.
But what does that accomplish, Gary? I mean, this is the problem. They've got to mount an attack, and they've got to do it in a systematic fashion. Spread the field, and you're going to create opportunities in the middle, and that's where the scoring opportunities are going to come from. The long chip and run stuff has not worked for them.
And the Shadian does a great job of defending down there. Good tackle against Epps. Epps wanted the call, not going to get it. Brandon Miller will send it out. You know, you and I talked about connectivity. Is hooking up pass by pass by pass. We've seen that a lot this year with this team in the games that we've been able to do here at home, where they've gotten a lot of that. They finalized some goals, but, you know, obviously not with the regularity that you'd want them to. But so far in this game, you've seen a couple situations here, the long passes to the middle, not able to really get on top of that. There's Miller just waiting for it.
Now, in the short passing game has been what's worked successfully for them, you know, through most of the season, Gary, and you try to stay with the things that worked for you.
Keep it on the ground as much as you can. Tonight they've gone more to the air with the long pass. Ribeiro. Far side to Thomas. There's Grosh. Grosh passing it to Thomas eventually. Now, who's that off? It's going to be a goal kick coming out. Good sportsmanship there by Josh Viero, lifting up Thomas and saying, let's go play. So here comes Bethlehem Steel again. So far tonight, the defense for Harrisburg has been really solid. Had those two chances at scores, but both turned away. Anthony Fontana in the middle of the field, looking near side to Wijnaldum. Had it back out of there by Mohamed Dabo. Kind of getting chipping. Looking for Kane. Kane in the corner, double team there. And Kane will kick it off of the Islanders, and it should be a corner kick. First one of the night.
First one of the night. So let's see what these set pieces look like for the Bethlehem side, Gary.
Everybody's set up outside for the most part. Fontana near side. They do it on the ground here. And then center it right away, and there's Miller right in front, and just for a moment, lost control of the ball.
Yeah, that gives coaches a little bit of agita, that's for sure.
Bill Betcher just grew about 5 gray hairs right there. Shadian. Off far side to Olabi. Now back to the middle to Dabo. There's Olabi. I had it incorrect there. We'll correct it. Now to McLaws. McLaws, hard-looking shot. Right out in front. Had Ribeiro, and Ribeiro.
He's right there.
Offsides on Ribeiro, but again, nice look to the middle. Take a look at this. They got Ribeiro on the move here. And Ribeiro just behind. Could not quite get the shoulders turned.
Pass, though.
Fans, don't forget to help us rock the island again at the next Islanders home matches this Saturday, June 24th. It's pink night and fireworks by Star Shooters.
So Bethlehem with the ball again. Long look down. Canet's going to be offsides here. And Miller has it anyway.
Giveaways at the matches include Harrisburg City Islanders bookmarks. So make sure you come on out for the next 2 home games.
So at the point of the offsides, Miller will get to send it downfield here. And far side it goes. Unable to get a good foot on it that time was Abbas Muhammad. So back it comes here to Bethlehem. Little chip downfield. Travis Brent fighting out with Chambers. Nobody home in the middle. Good defense by City Islanders right here. And they're going to call the foul there. Olabi is going to be called for the foul, so the ball will be set there.
A health coach is just a phone call away when you have health questions. That's living proof of the difference you can make when you're all for health. Mark Blue Shield. Free kick for the Steel.
So here you have a little bit of a set piece coming up, Charlie.
Yep. We've watched Bethlehem on these set pieces, Gary, and Harrisburg has marked up pretty well thus far tonight.
Good head out of there by Nishanian. Lee Nishanian owns the distinction this year of being the only City Islander player who's played every minute of every match.
And continues his streak here tonight, Gary.
He has been rock solid all season long.
An Iron Man, as they call those folks that play every minute in other sports.
Nishanian out of Rancho Cucamonga, California, one of the great names of all time. And last season played 216 games and 2,159 minutes again. So Iron Man is correct nomenclature for him. Back to the middle it comes. Oh, good little scissors kick over the head. What was interesting, little fancy shot there, but that's the only shot he had to get it out of there.
He did it, but not much to support it. Comes a long throw.
Oh, and Miller's
and this is
wide open. Miller's out there way out in front right now. We talk about playing out there amidst the trees. Miller was out there in no man's land.
To cut more than the angle down on that one, Gary. Way off of his
give him
line.
credit, though, because he really was out there trying to be aggressive.
Harrisburg City Islanders and find the team's official page, and then go ahead and like us right now.
So Miller sends it out. And you can see that wind's having a little effect on the ball from this side tonight.
City Islanders scarf and a pair of tickets to any City Islanders USL home match. Good luck.
And it comes Ribeiro. Touch off to McLaws. Another good pass right there to Grosh. Grosh makes a move. They'll bring it back to Dabo. Now Ola B. Over to Ola. Ola's got a little bit of room, and he's going to be offsides.
Offside. Whistle against the City Islanders.
Ola was really trying to be careful there, it looked like, and I'm not so sure it wasn't a little bit of a quick call by the official.
Yeah, I think there was a little anticipation.
So in minute number 29 right now, no score in this one. Coming to you from FNB Field tonight here in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. It's City Island. Beautiful night, just draped in sunshine. There's Dabo pushing it ahead to Grosh. Nice play by Dabo. A little grab there. No call. Back it comes. Olabi can't get it. Instead, it's going to be picked off there by Anthony Fontana. Both teams playing very good defense here this evening. So come back into play here off the hands of Wijnaldum. You're going to get another offsides here. And that's going to be on Code. So offsides has been the call of the evening so far. Gary Sutton, Charlie Giroux, and all our crew from Invicta here tonight with you.
On a beautiful night at FNB Field, perfect conditions for soccer.
There are a lot of stadiums around the league that are just wonderful stadiums to go to. You can't get a much better view here tonight with the river surrounding you and nice little things going on around here. Mini golf and a little railroad that runs around the outside of the island here, and a lot of people out exercising, and there's an ice cream stand down here. It's just kind of a nice mesh of relaxation.
All family, Gary. It's a great family value of entertainment.
And you look across the river and the capital city sitting right there in front of you, so it's a gorgeous place. For those who don't know about FNB Field, also the home of the Harrisburg Senators, an Eastern League subsidiary of the Washington team.
Having a pretty good year in the vaunted National League East.
They really are. There's Dabo off to Grosh. Grosh trying to lead there. Can't quite hook up with his man, Ola. USL Soccer, largest soccer league in the country. Eastern Division play here tonight. As Epps tracks it down the corner and loses it out across the touchline. It'll go back over to City Island. Nice crowd in here tonight, especially up here
Starting
in
to load up.
Yeah, up here in the boxes. A lot of groups attending. It's literacy night here at the stadium. So Charlie and I are both going to read a book right after the game. How many books do you read a week?
I try to read at least one a week, Gary. Sometimes I get two in, depending on what my Sunday afternoons look like.
You are a voracious reader. I read a lot of articles.
I read a lot of articles as well. I'm a great believer that you learn to read and then you read to learn. And if you're not learning, you might as well be dying.
Absolutely. Reading is, and I'll tell you what, blizzard of information out there now with all the mobile apps and so forth. It's another long shot, really kind of ineffective.
But of little value, to be very blunt. I mean, a shot from there with no support, you've got to build an attack. You've got to stretch the defense. You've got to create space. Then you'll get opportunities for really good shots on goal.
Grosh trying to get it to Olabi. A little crowded in there. Taken back out of there by Fontana. Fontana off to Adam Najim and then offsides. Out of the Najim, a little itchy there, coming off a game where he just got done having his first goal of this season. Take a look at the offsides here. And you can see he's just, well, when he gets it, you almost have to say, was he really offsides?
And if the ball's coming to you, you're allowed to leave. So, I mean, that's I don't know.
Adam Najim has played 10.
Didn't see when the pass left. So.
10 games this year. He started 9 of them, and he had his first goal the other night. He's got 2 assists so far in 775 minutes coming into this one tonight.
Bethlehem foul is number 59, Anthony Fontana. Free kick for the City Islanders.
So, McLaws and stomped out of there. Back here comes Abbas Mohammed. Takes it back to Miller. Swing it back to Mohammed. Mohammed swings it down near side to McLaws. McLaws a little duck under there, and he's going to get called for the foul.
Same call.
There you see Sean McLaws, a mainstay last year and this year for this club. As is Thomas over there on the far side. Little chip shot over the top here. Brandon Miller will come out again and boot it out of there nicely. Looking for Ribeiro. McLaws right on top of it. You watch a Sean McLaws play, and he really gets in and mixes it up nicely, doesn't he?
And always steady, Gary. He is a unsung hero of this side in many matches. Constantly moving, does really well on the position interchange and interplay. And
McLaws, an Edmond, Oklahoma product. Played 2,699 minutes and earned 2 assists for Harrisburg in 2016. And joined after completing the season with the New York Red Bulls and New York Red Bulls 2. Was selected by New York in the 2015 MLS Super Draft. Got a little scrum right here for the moment. Everybody bunching up all of a sudden, a little flurry of activity. Boss Muhammad makes a good turnaround move, trying to get it across. Stolen back. Kane. Take it again there by Dabo, and off to Thomas now as Thomas goes down the far side and boots it out ahead. He's got Ribeiro down there. Ribeiro controls. And then it's across the touchline off the kick. One of the players jumps up in the green uniform there and tries to help the official out.
Always helpful.
There you see James Thomas. Olabi. Good move by Olabi. Right to the middle comes Ribeiro. Can't finish. So back up the field it comes. Will be chased down there by Travis Brent. Brent back into the middle. He's got Dabo to Olabi again. Olabi double teamed there and knocked down. Should be a call.
It's going to go Harrisburg's way.
Not a lot of stoppage time in this. In fact, I don't think any at all
Hardly
thus
any.
far.
I doubt you're going to get much at all.
Take a look here. Easy call to make right here. A little shove out. And no cards here in the early going either. So Olabi has it taken away. And Chambers, far side to Epps. Epps looking for something, can't find anything. Back comes to Epps, would slide in there to get the steal. Olabi has it, touches it off to Grosh. Now Ribeiro in the middle. Ribeiro tries to get a swing there, and nothing going on that shot.
Now the counterattack, Gary, really, as you have pointed out many times, just breaking down into the second half of the field. They've got to have additional support for the attack, and they've got to stretch the field and create space in the middle and create opportunities with the space.
Dabo has it taken away. Be controlled in the middle of the field by Marcus Epps. And now taken right back, and a lot of room to run here down the far side. Little slip.
Pretty good.
Little slip on the touch pass to the middle. They were hunting for Ribeiro. Check that. It was actually hunting for Grosh in there.
All right, fans. Now it's time for you to reach inside your wallets, your pockets, or your purse to find your wise preferred shopper's card. Hold that card high in the air, and if you're judged to be the first that we see, you'll win a $25 gift card from Wise Markets. Experience more of what your Wise has to offer.
Kane hasn't hit his arm as it comes up. Official right on top, and Grosh has it.
There's our winner.
Grosh being tracked down from behind by Ken Tribbett. Finally gets it off to Olabi. Over to Ola. Ola controlling middle of the field. Nice pass to Ola B. Good defense, though. Good spacing in there on the defense by Bethlehem Steel. Really tight spacing. You might have like maybe 3 or 4 yards between each one, if that. To Ribeiro. Ribeiro gets a chance to turn a little bit here and see what's going on. Flips it back to the middle to Grosh. Grosh chips it over the top and could not quite get McLaws, who was slashing in there, but got cut off.
City Islander League broadcasts are produced by Invicta Sports, the official video and broadcast partner of the City Islanders.
Again, thanks to our crew tonight on Invicta. Does such a great job here bringing all these sights and sounds to you tonight. By the way, soccer fans, Nike is an official sponsor of the USL. For more information, visit NikeSoccer.com. And you can stay up to date on the latest USL news and information from around the league. Tune in to USL Coast to Coast with Mike Watts Mondays at 9 p.m. Eastern Time on Sirius XMFC Channel 85. Also, don't forget, Sirius XMFC will air the USL Game of the Week. Please check USLsoccer.com for dates and times. And you can strike gold with a new instant game from the Pennsylvania Lottery. You can scratch your way to $1 million with $1 Million Gold Rush. Players must be 18 years of age or older. Please play responsibly. It benefits older Pennsylvanians every single day.
Gary, you got a handball situation here. The defender there thought it was going out of bounds and reached over and grabbed it a little prematurely.
Almost a corner here. Nice set piece. Good high move to the middle, but picked off nicely by McCarthy. Boy, McCarthy just said, no doubt about that one. I've got it.
Took control quickly.
Dabo gets it up there to Miller. Miller being chased by Kane. To Thomas. Far side it goes to Dabo. Back to Thomas in the middle. Thomas hooking up there with Olabi, who brings it near side to Muhammad. Over the top it comes. Ribeiro not able to catch up to that one.
Yeah, and again, Gary, just not a consistent attack. I mean, you've got these long passes and runs that just aren't working. They've got to go back into the short passing situation, look for the opportunities in the middle by spreading the field, stretching the defense.
Nishanian with a little push from behind that time, and official gets him on it as he took Kane down. Near side it comes. McLaws has it taken away in the corner by Wijnaldum. Giuliano Wijnaldum over there in the near corner.
A Bethlehem throw in here on the near touchline.
And missing on that, and then booting it upfield and just going to roll across the touchline up there. Again, Wijnaldum chasing down near side.
Not much time remaining in regulation here in the first half, Gary.
No.
It's gone by very quickly because, as you correctly pointed out, not much, if any, stoppage time.
Coming up on 2 minutes, and I don't think there's any stoppage time in this one so far. But you don't want to rest here. You play right to the whistle, obviously. In the 44th minute right now. And a chance right here as Thomas moves out ahead. Thomas, little room to run here. Is he going to get any support? Back to the middle, and the answer is no. And he gets pushed down.
He's asking for it. He's pleading his case.
Looking for the call. Official says not tonight. About a minute to go here in the first half. Man, I'll tell you what, that was a little too close for comfort as a good look by Epps. And that's just how quickly Bethlehem can turn it around on you.
Came across a nice little move and half decent shot there, Gary.
Miller was in position.
Time running out, that's what you want to do.
So we have about 44 seconds to go here. And it'll be a kick out of there. So 27 seconds to go here in the first half. Miller's going to be in no hurry to get this one out.
We don't believe there's going to be much stoppage, Gary, if any. So this may be it.
I don't think you're going to get any stoppage at all. End to end. 10 seconds to go here in regulation. Coming up on 5 seconds, and I think you're going to have the half called right there. And that'll be it. That's the end of the first half. No score and a very well-played defensive game so far. Here on Invicta, nothing at the half. We'll come back right after this with highlights, also your statistics here at halftime, and more. Gary Sutton, Charlie Giroux with you here at USL Soccer, only on Invicta.
Focus. It's hard to keep. Everybody wants a piece of you. So don't lose it. Take your time. Work hard. Don't give up. And when your moment comes, breathe through. And focus.
Spooky Nook Sports is proud to offer some of the best soccer and futsal facilities in the region. Come play at the largest sports complex in the United States, right in your backyard. At Spooky Nook Sports, we have multiple full-sized outdoor fields, a domed field for year-round use, 4 sport court official futsal fields, and 2 turf fields. The complex is designed to host the region's finest soccer and futsal tournaments, leagues, camps, clinics, instruction, and open play. Spooky Nook Sports Soccer and Futsal.
Crooked Hill Townhomes is the official housing partner for the Harrisburg City Islanders. The rental community, located in Susquehanna Township, features 3-bedroom townhomes with attached garages and optional finished basements. The community features 6 beautiful floor plans, state-of-the-art fitness center, and an off-leash dog park. For more information on the community, visit www.crookedhillapts.com. Crooked Hill Townhomes, the best in luxury living that Central PA has to offer.
Under a new state law, all electronics must be recycled.
Welcome to the Dolphin County Recycling Center, where recycling is quick, easy, and free.
You may recycle appliances or even cell phones.
We're open 6 days a week, and recycling is as easy as 1, 2, 3.
Contact our helpful staff at the Recycling Center or visit our website for more information.
Help us protect our planet, because tomorrow does matter.
These past few years have been tough on all of us. You worry about the economy, your job, your savings. You may even have given up on your dream of owning your own home. But don't give up just yet. We're PHFA. We help people realize their dreams of owning their own home with features like competitive interest rates, down payment and closing cost assistance, and even free home ownership counseling. PHFA can make your dream of home ownership finally come true. Find us on the web or call us to find out how.
I'm Brian Hudson, and we're PHFA. Welcome home.
It is halftime here at FNB Field, and your highlights coming up here on Invicta as you see a 0-0 score here at the half. Some very interesting shots there on goal. You saw one right there, and a great job of getting out of there by McLaws. And here you'll see some efforts by City Islanders to hook up. A good look there, but not able to score. Good job by Brandon Miller in the first half, losing control just for a second in that one. McLaws trying to get Robero, gets called for an offsides. And Epps with a really good shot right here at the end of the half, just over the top. Then you'll see him here again. Epps was making that good move, a little different angle, and then booting it right over top. It's 3 in football, but not in this kind of football. And there you see a great look at FNB Field. Beautiful place here. 0-0 at the half, and
Gary, this is a side that has struggled offensively, and although the defense was really good in the first half, still haven't put anything on the board. They've really got to work on the offensive side of the field in the second half. You can see it right there.
You see the shots, though, pretty even. City Islanders actually have one more shot, 5-on-4. 2 shots on target for the City Islanders, 1 so far for the Bethlehem Steel FC team. 63% possession. That's usually switched around a little bit because the other side, you normally see the City Islanders controlling more. Offside 6-4, a lot of offsides in the first half. And so we are tied here at the half, nothing. Thoughts about the first half? We're not going to have Coach Bill Betcher with us here at halftime. Your thoughts?
Bethlehem was very aggressive. That's why you're getting the offsides calls against them there. They went after it, especially early in the match, Gary, very aggressively. Harrisburg has played well defensively. They've broken down the attack. The counterattack is what hasn't worked for them. And again, they'll move the ball up quickly, but there's no support. There's no apparent ability right now to stretch the field, to create the opportunities in the middle that are so essential to scoring goals. They've got to put more shots on frame, and they've got to do them from within scoring position.
It'll be interesting to see what Coach Bill Betcher and his staff come up with here at the half. Again, nothing at the half. You're watching USL Soccer. It's the Harrisburg City Islanders and Bethlehem Steel FC, all here on Invicta. Back with your second half after this.
Look at you. You're at the top of your game. At work or at play, you're unstoppable. Nothing can throw you off track. Oh, hey, she's cute. Nice going, man. Things are going great for you. You've earned a night out. Good drinks, good friends. Yeah, we can go ahead and call this a good night. Wait, is that your car? Uh-oh. Not smart. Yeah, I saw that coming. Say goodbye to her. Ouch, that'll hurt your bank account. You're looking at around 10 grand in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. I hope you like eating frozen dinners. Alone. Let's try this again. Smart move. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
We've raised the stakes. Expectations are high. Our biggest season yet will break records with elite players and future stars, innovative technology, and new homes. We're growing the game in our communities and across the nation. Are you ready?
It was a fairy tale USL debut fit for a king. Fit for the king, Didier Drogba. Drogba's debut was the highlight of another strong attendance weekend for the USL. Week 12 drew over 87,000 fans, bringing total league attendance so far this season over the 750,000 mark. Drogba made his presence known early on in front of a sold-out crowd at Phoenix Rising Soccer Complex, but it wasn't until the 40th minute the man everyone had been waiting to see found the back of the net off an Amadou Dia cross. But he wasn't done. In the 77th minute, Drogba drew 2 defenders and slipped a pass to former Chelsea teammate Sean Wright-Phillips for a familiar far post strike. That goal would serve to be the game winner. Over 7,000 fans were there to witness history for the USL and to witness the King make his mark on the game, having a part in both goals to lead Phoenix Rising FC to the 2-1 win over Vancouver Whitecaps FC2. For USL Network, I'm Morgan Conklin.
Focus. It's hard to keep. Everybody wants a piece of you. So don't lose it. Take your time. Work hard. Don't give up. And when your moment comes, breathe through. And focus.
Spooky Nook Sports is proud to offer some of the best soccer and futsal facilities in the region. Come play at the largest sports complex in the United States, right in your backyard. At Spooky Nook Sports, we have multiple full-size outdoor fields, a domed field for year-round use, 4 sport court official futsal fields, and 2 turf fields. The complex is designed to host the region's finest soccer and futsal tournaments, leagues, camps, clinics, instruction, and open play. Spooky Nook Sports Soccer and Futsal.
Crooked Hill Townhomes is the official housing partner for the Harrisburg City Islanders. The rental community, located in Susquehanna Township, features 3-bedroom townhomes with attached garages and optional finished basements. The community features 6 beautiful floor plans, state-of-the-art fitness center, and an off-leash dog park. For more information on the community, visit www.crookedhillapts.com. Crooked Hill Townhomes, the best in luxury living that Central PA has to offer.
Welcome back to FNB Field. We are at the half here and a 0-0 game, well-played game between Bethlehem Steel and the City Islanders here of Harrisburg. Want to remind you, we got another game coming up this week here at home at FNB Field. It'll be Saturday night at 7 o'clock against the second-place Louisville City FC team, 7-1-4 coming in. Charleston Battery at 8-2-4 in first place, by the way. Tampa Bay Rowdies in third at 6-3-6. Rochester Rhinos at 5-1-5. This Bethlehem Steel team in fifth, 6-6-1. The New York Red Bulls 2 at 5-7-2. A little surprising there with the Red Bulls this year.
The defending champions.
FC Cincinnati at 4-5-5. Charlotte Independence 4-3-4. And those are the top 8 teams right now. Those would be the teams tonight that would be in the playoffs if it were held tonight, but we are only halfway through the season. So we'll have at home Louisville City. Should be an entertaining game on Saturday night, and the time to knock down a big piece of timber that evening.
Should be a great match, Gary, and as you say, another opportunity at home where Harrisburg has played well this season to pick up 3 rather than 1, which they've been doing in previous home matches.
Well, and you talk about how you're able to play at home, and they tied Charleston here at home in a great match, in a match that probably should have won, frankly. So they played against some of the really good teams in this league and played them to a standstill. So not that far away from success, as you well know, in soccer. And again, not giving up a lot of goals this season. Only a couple times have they given up, well, actually only one time have they given up more than 2 goals in the season.
The defense has been impressive, Gary. There's no question about that. It's the offense that has suffered and sputtered and continues to, be a dry spell tonight, despite the fact that, as you say, it's been a very well-played match on both sides.
Well, let's take a look to start the second half here, what you're doing. First of all, let's take a look at Bethlehem Steel and Brendan Burke. What's he saying to his guys here at the half? What's he happy about? What's he not happy about so far?
I think he's going to tell them to come out exactly as they came out in the first half. The guy very aggressively, going after every opportunity, not worrying so much about the offsides, pressing the attack from both directions, and really not allowing Harrisburg to break it up. And I think for Betcher's side, he's got to say, look, when we counterattack, we've got to be a little bit more deliberate. We've got to spread the field. We've got to look for open opportunities, and they will come. But there just seems to be this rush to chip and run and that kind of thing that hasn't worked for them.
It's interesting when you look at where they score the majority of their goals. Steel on the season in the second half. In the 46th to the 60th minute, they've scored 5 goals. 61st to 75th minute, 3 goals. 75th to the 90th minute, 1 goal, and 90 plus 1. So where you've got to watch out for them is that 46th to 60th minute. They're hot coming out of the locker room, and they've outscored teams 5-2 in that span of time, 46 to 60 in the season.
And, if you want to look as a predictor of future results, look at what's happened in the past, and that is the Bethlehem side strong suit, the first few minutes of the second half.
Now you're on the other side, your coach Bill Betcher. What's he saying to his team as they get ready to come out in the field?
Well, as I say, Gary, I think he's going to tell them, you've played good defense, But when we counterattack, we've got to bring up support. We've got to stretch the field a little bit more. We've got to be more patient, frankly. Wait for help. Wait for the opportunity to create scoring opportunities in the middle. That's where there has been a dearth for this side over the course of the past few matches. Bringing the ball up pretty effectively on the wings, but again, not supporting it and not stretching the field wide enough to then move it into the middle. They missed Mendoza in that regard. It's another thing.
I think one of the things, too, and you hear it so many times said in basketball, make the extra pass. Make that one extra pass. It seems like they're one pass short of the finalizing shot that they really need on goal and on frame. So make that extra pass. We heard some people say tonight, well, they maybe make too many passes during the season. I'm not so sure about that. I think they made a lot of really good passes this year, and some resulted in some pretty good goals. So I'd like to see that extra pass made here in the second half. You see Coach Bill Betcher down there talking to Mohammed and teaching all the time. That's what you love to see.
Well, Gary, to keep with the basketball analogy, they need a finisher. And that, I think, is the thing that has kept them off the scoreboard too often this season. And tonight may be the opportunity to turn that around for them. They've had some good looks tonight. And it's just a matter of finishing, and I think that the middle is where those opportunities are going to come. They've made good runs up the outside.
Keep your eye on that guy the second half, Mr. Grosh. I think John Grosh and maybe Ola B, wearing number 12, are the two guys to look at here in the second half. Just have kind of a feeling about them tonight.
Mark it down, folks. The master has spoken.
I don't know. I just, every now and then you get a nice crowd out here this evening. Everybody in shirt sleeves, obviously. A beautiful night for soccer. People sitting back and enjoying. By the way, if you've not come out here to a USL soccer game yet, please come on out and enjoy the scene. Saturday night's going to be a fun night.
You owe it to
game.
yourself. You really do. This is as good a venue as you can get for soccer at this level. Beautiful stadium, terrific surroundings, a lot of fun for the family. And you don't even have the mayflies, Gary. I'm looking up at the light poles. The lights are on here at FNB Field, and the mayflies are not out.
That's because it's June. And they're not allowed out here in June. It's illegal. I think the state legislature said they've got to go away.
They're all over on State Street,
That's
believe
right.
me.
That's right. So we're getting ready here in a moment to start the second half. But seriously, come on out, and wherever you are, watching USL soccer is a great treat. It's a family fun night here in Harrisburg. You can walk across to the city on the walking bridge, and they've even got guys down there with the bicycles pulling those little rickshaw kind of things.
You've got everything. I mean, the City Island is a family venue, lots of entertainment here besides what's going on the soccer pitch, but this is really a great place to watch soccer at the USL level.
So here we are getting ready to start the second half. Looking down there to see if we see any changes so far. And we have it underway. Ola B quickly looking at Thomas. Hits it behind him as Thomas was cutting inside, and he hit it outside.
By Select Physical Therapy, discover the power of physical therapy. And by Tuscarora Winged Insurance Company, professional insurance service with a personal touch.
So Bethlehem in 5th place right now in the Eastern Division against the 15th place team. And the 15th place team holding their own in Ribeiro. Let's fly. And just nice idea to try to let the shot go a little too far out and obviously way too high.
And again, Gary, you're hitting the nail on the head. It's an opportunity that is in some respects lost. They've got to work on this.
Well, sometimes you'd say, well, you want to keep the goalkeeper honest. Well, I think the goalkeeper's shown he's pretty much aware of what's going on out there so far. So
he's got it.
Look at that pass from Epps. Nice touch-off pass. And then a takedown right along near side. And they're
going to give him the corner. Ball's
going to go corner. So it'll be the second corner of the night. No corners so far in this one. It's been a stingy game on that regard.
It has, Gary. It has been a defensive. Here we go.
Take a look at the takedown right here, and you're going to see the ball go off to the corner now. We're back to live action. So off to the corner. Bethlehem Steel will take it. A little round play. Kind of an interesting look. Right out in front of the goal. And it'll be offsides again. Adam Najim had a kind of an interesting play there. He kicked it in, and then he made a little circle around and got the ball back. Interesting concept.
Clearly a set piece they had worked on, Gary, and it almost worked for them. You know, some very, very short touch passes into the box. No real delivery, but It got them to where they wanted to be.
So big boot out of there. You can see the difference with the wind here in the second half. A little bit more wind behind you coming right to left on your screen.
Now let's rock this island.
Rosenberry takes it. Sent downfield from Kenny Trivett. Picked up near corner by Epps. Epps all the way across. Caught a man on the far side, but not able to control. Ribeiro getting out there. Ribeiro trying to get on top at first, and Ribeiro should be off Bethlehem Steel and is. Ball across the touchline. Jamie Thomas gets hold of it. Thomas waiting for his team to get back down, regroup. Now he says, I'll hand it off to my teammate. Oh, a great looking shot. Thomas had that one kind of in a dangerous area, and a good job by McCarthy of getting up to Spirit.
He had that lined up the whole way, too, Gary. You knew he was going to take that shot. He was not looking anywhere but on goal.
Musselman's has a full array of delicious products to meet your family's active lifestyle, including our squeezable pouches, 4 and 6 ounce cups, as well as our 24 or 48 ounce containers, which are all perfect for family meals. Musselman's is a proud sponsor of the Harrisburg City Islanders.
And they've had John McCarthy's name in at the goal tonight, and I believe the mistake tonight, I think it's Jake McGuire that's actually in there at the goalkeeper, so we apologize, but just looking right now and correcting that. Now say no, it is actually McCarthy in there, so we've double checked it down the line, so McCarthy is the number that's in there tonight. John McCarthy doing a good job here this evening.
A goal kick coming out here, Gary.
McCarthy, by the way, with 38 saves this year coming into this one.
Varsity Islanders since the inaugural 2004 season. Arlington Orthopedics has locations on both the east and west shores to better service the region. Go where the pros go. Visit Arlington
And an 80.9 rating. Second in the Eastern Division. Ball taken by Bethlehem Steel. Sun's still playing quite a factor over there.
The sun is definitely a factor, and as it gets lower in the horizon, it's more in the direct line of play out on the pitch.
I don't think it bothers the goalkeepers too much right now.
No.
They're pretty much out of it, but it will bother the guy hitting it from the right side to the left on your screen. So chip shot near side. Taken by Epps. Stolen back. Nice job there. Muhammad. And Muhammad fights him off. Muhammad taking the ball quite away here. Gets it out ahead. Near side, it's going to be McLaws.
Nice ball, nice run.
Tries to cross it. Couldn't quite get the hook he wanted there, but nice idea.
Capital Blue Cross is a proud sponsor of the Harrisburg City Islanders. With Capital Blue Cross, you have the security of a name trusted for nearly 80 years and a card that opens
Long
doors
kick
in
down
all
far
50
side.
states. Capital Blue Cross.
Being chased there by Cadet. Taken away on the far side, though. Back to the middle it comes.
Nice clean tackle there, Gary.
Yeah, it really was. And there's Chambers. Got to look right here, and Epps.
Pretty
crosses.
good delivery into the box as well.
So you got Epps and Kane down there. There's two guys that are about as quick as you'd want to have going against you.
They cause trouble. And they've got a corner kick out of this on the near side.
You're going to see it right off, and there it is, right off the City Islander player. So 3 corner kicks so far to none. Already 2 here in the second half after only 1 the whole first half. And Epps still shaking off that injury. There's a nice high look. Miller up in the air.
I think they're going to say it was interfered with.
He's going to say he was interfered with. So Miller went up. And they'll come back with the ball and kick it out of there, and no damage done.
Bethlehem Falcons, number 16, Richie Marquez.
Brandon Miller.
Free kick for the City Islanders. When the Islanders seek medical expertise and treatment, they turn to their official medical care providers, Arlington Orthopedic, Pinnacle Health Systems, and Select Physical Therapy, the official medical team of the Harrisburg City Islanders.
Brandon Miller, by the way, born in Charlotte, North Carolina.
That was a nice delivery. That was a very nice ball.
Got a good look and just missing it. And that was Ola B getting a pretty good look.
That was a very nice ball, Gary. There's an opportunity, and that's doing exactly what we said, using that short passing game to create space, stretch the field, brought the defender all the way over to the touch line, created an opportunity in the middle, and that's where the opportunities are going to come moving forward in this match.
So McCarthy will boot it out of there. But that was that extra pass we were talking about there, and they started to get that connection.
Plus, you can win one of 3 free Allegiant.
Good head right back up there to Ribeiro. Ribeiro says I was interfered with. Official says you're right.
Yeah, this is not a keeper that you're going to beat with hard, long shots. I mean, it's like the slap shot in hockey. You're going to score off the wrist shots.
Handball whistle against Bethlehem. Free kick for the City Islanders.
Brandon Miller last season, by the way, the goalkeeper for City Islanders, played with the Orange County Blues. In 2015 was named the goalkeeper of the year with the Rochester Rhinos. Earned a record-breaking 13 shutouts. Here you go. Another look at the shot there. So all of a sudden, the Islanders getting the opportunities. Just need to find a way to put it on home. And
actually, it was a pretty good look. Nice delivery into the box. A little difficult to handle and didn't get as much mustard on it as you would have liked.
There's Kane down there against Brent. Chambers touches it. Got a
great
good look
through
coming
ball.
up here.
Great through ball.
And there is the goal. Right on through.
Just saw that breakdown from the very minute that it came. Good through ball.
Chambers with the goal, and Chambers in the 54th minute.
Get an opportunity to see it on the replay here, but
look at Chambers, really earned this one, and Chambers just sliding through and beating Miller with the goal here to start the second half. And there again, we talked about it, in the 46th to the 60th minute, this team coming out of the locker room is very, very good. And Chambers, the guy we said looks like the rugby player, showing he knows how to play soccer very well.
Using a body very well, and Gary, as you pointed out at halftime, this is a side that scores in this part of the game and does it well.
And Chambers from a part of the world where they play a little rugby, over in the Republic of Ireland. So Chambers with a score here. You can see his side is kind of happy about it.
Bethlehem contingent making an extra amount of noise down there along the right side of the pitch.
So Harrisburg down 1-0 here early in the second half. Still plenty of time. And they've been getting opportunities here in the second half so far.
They have. They've pressed it a little bit, and that's good. You want to see that.
Here's Thomas trying to get the hook right to the middle. Can't do it, but good hustle there by Thomas on the far wing. It's funny how teams have certain modus operandi, and for this team, they are a team that comes out second half and looks to score, and more times than not is able to find a way to do it. Bethlehem Steel.
FC will air the USL Game of the Week. Please check USLsoccer.com for dates and times.
Ribeiro looking like he came up a little bit lame as he reached out there and kind of an
He
awkward
put that
look.
foot awful high, Gary. He really
Yeah.
did. I'm sure that hurts a little bit.
The old hammy got stretched out
Yep.
quite a bit there. So Chambers scoring here in the 54th minute of this one, giving Bethlehem the first goal and the first lead of the game, obviously. You wonder over the far side what kind of shape Bembo and Paul Wilson are in. The Jamaican connection. Brent trying to get it back. Kane's got it. Coming over nicely, Mohammed to pick it off. To Dabo. To Olabi.
These are the situations, Gary, where you want to see what Harrisburg's able to do. Their counterattack has to work, and they had it coming out pretty quickly. They were building some numbers upfield, and then it breaks down in the midfield.
Olabi getting plastered there, the double team. And then asking Chambers, you know, come on, man. Of course, Dabo stepping in there and kind of standing up for his teammate. Kade coming over and apologizing.
Very good sportsmanship here tonight
Yeah,
so far.
it's been a very clean match, Gary, as you've pointed out. No stoppage time in the first half. A very clean match.
Wow, look, Ribeiro. Grosh trying to line it up. Grosh kicking it right off a player. Kicked out of there by Ken Tribbett. And Tribbett gets it again. And stoppage of play. Offsides. Ball put back in a little too quickly for the taste of the official, and he'll say, let's bring it on back.
And Kane, in addition, Gary, to being very quick, is big. He's tall and rangy and takes up a lot of space.
Shanian trying to chip it over the top. Had Thomas in there. Foul be against Olabi'i. Here's Chambers trying to create a little space.
Sign up now for the City Islanders Academy. Summer camps have begun. For information on how
So McCarthy unloads one.
Check out cityislanders.com. Also, you can check out some of the clinics that will be trained by members of the pro team.
And bunting it off to Miller. City Islanders. Thomas is pushed from behind. No call. Muhammad. Barrow stomps it off there to the middle to Dabo. There's Ola. Ola swings one. Ola with a good shot from McCarthy. Perfectly placed. That was a good shot.
Right on frame.
Yep.
Keeper right there, though.
McCarthy, good anticipation. Perfectly placed. Minute number 60 now, and a 1-0 score here. After the last few beastly days, very nice day here. Nice breeze blowing up top tonight. Good evening for soccer.
Great evening for soccer.
Not one of those nights where the players need to have a break taken because of the heat. We saw that a few times last season.
No, in the last couple of days, it's been so hot and humid. Tonight, really ideal conditions.
A little chip shot ahead, trying to find Kane, and pushed away by Shanian.
Well defended.
Chambers heads it off, middle. Finding Adam Najim, and then taken back by City Island. And it's going to be across the touchline. Ball will belong to Bethlehem Steel.
Substitution for the City Islanders. Entering the game, number 10, Paul Wilson.
And here comes Paul Wilson, and he's going to commit, it looks like, for
He replaces number 13,
Mike Ola. So Paul Wilson in there.
Time of the substitution, the 61st minute.
And Paul has always been a spark plug for this Harrisburg side, Gary, so maybe this is the opportunity to infuse a little bit extra into their offensive machinery.
Paul Wilson enters in the 60th minute of this one. And let's see if he can make it happen. As we said, he's a guy in the middle of last season was sensational. Dabo. Shanian controls to Brent and back to Brandon Miller. Brandon Miller quickly gets it out of there, was rushed a little bit. Head up field. J.B. Thomas trying to get a foot on it and hurt his foot there on the swing. Hurt his knee, it looked like. He's down on the field. This is the first time we've had anybody really down during the course of the game for any extended period.
Yeah, it really is.
And for J.B. Thomas to be down, you know he got hurt because this guy runs through everything.
He's a journeyman. He's one tough customer. A little treatment out on the field and see if he stays in the match.
You know what the answer is going to be to that.
I do.
I don't think he knows how to leave it. By the way, fans, stay up to date on the latest USL news and information from around the league. Tune in to USL Coast to Coast with Mike Watts Mondays at 9 p.m. Eastern Time on SiriusXM FC Channel 85. Also, don't forget, SiriusXM FC will air the USL Game of the Week. Please check USLsoccer.com for dates and times. And soccer fans, Nike is an official sponsor of the USL. For more information, visit NikeSoccer.com. And the Pennsylvania Lottery strike gold with a new instant game from the Pennsylvania Lottery. You could scratch your way to $1 million with $1 Million Gold Rush. Players must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. It benefits older Pennsylvanians every single day. Gary Sutton, Charlie Giroux, and our entire Invicta crew here with you tonight for this USL soccer match from FNB Field. City Islanders down 1-0 so far here. We're in the 63rd minute of the game. Still a long way to go before this one's decided. Been a well-played game so far. 1 goal by James Chambers, and that in the 54th minute of this one. Now, still over on the bench, too, is Cardell Bembo, a guy that Bethlehem Steel will remember from the last game back on April 15th when he scored
lit it up
late to win that one in the 89th minute. Muhammad, little fancy footwork there, gets it away, creates some space, gets it to McLaws, or make that rather Grosh. John Grosh has it, then off it goes to Wilson. Paul Wilson, far side to Chambers. Far side rather, excuse me again, my mistake. To Jamie Thomas, and nothing doing there. So McCarthy will pick it up. So we get out here to Rosenberry. Good pass to Epps. Nice passing the whole way through, but then interrupted nicely there by Nishanian.
Substitution entering the game for Bethlehem Steel. Entering the game, number 37, Chris Nanko.
Chris Nanko coming into the game now in the 65th minute. And he'll replace Anthony Fontana. So Chris Nanko in there now. So you're starting to see the substitutions coming in here with Wilson for the City Islanders, and now Nanko there. And Mohammed puts it back into play. We'll get it out there to Brent. Brent punches ahead trying to find Thomas. Little give and go going on that time with McLaws and Thomas.
Voice Ring, providing business class phone systems without the capital expense. Doing more with less never sounded so good. Find them at www.voice-ring.com.
There you see Paul Wilson in there for City Island. Also one of those guys that just last season really enjoyed watching him play. And you're going to get a takedown there by the City Islanders.
City Islanders foul whistle against number 15, Lee Nishanian.
So Nishanian.
Are we going to get a card on this? No. No, unwatch.
And there you see the call. Paul Wilson, we were talking about him, by the way, last year. 4 goals. He also was third on the team in points with 14, fourth in goals. Second in assists, 6 on the team last year with a really solid first year. Played 1,816 minutes in 28 appearances last season. Battle in the corner. And you're going to get another corner kick coming up here, which would be corner kick number 4, if I'm correct on that. 4th corner kick of the night now for Bethlehem. None so far for the City Islanders.
Come experience the difference at the gym voted simply the best 3 years running. Gold's Gym Inglestown, home of the Parisi Speed School, where you'll always feel welcome and at home. Official training gym of the City Islanders.
So Najim will be putting this in play. Hard hook middle. Headed out of there nicely. Looked like Ribeiro. Then popping it up out in front there, and there comes Miller picking it off.
Don't think that was what he intended.
Not at all. The high pop-up always favors the goalkeeper, doesn't it?
Really does, especially in those situations where he's coming out.
Here comes to Grosh. Rush near side. Back to the middle. Ooh, and just for a moment thought they had Thomas there and just hooked away from him. Thomas waving over to him saying, do that again next time.
Give me another one.
Nice look by Mohammed there to Thomas. And those are the kind of looks you want to see right there. And Thomas, the kind of guy that can do something with it if he gets his foot on it. You see the crowd tonight enjoying their evening out. Of course, all schools are out for the summer now, so a chance to get out here and see the way the soccer's played at a big-time level.
Throw in here along the far touch line for Bethlehem. A little bit of a lull in this match right now, Gary. It looked like the early going when they're just kind of feeling each other out, and Harrisburg really trying to figure out a way to break down this Bethlehem defense.
There's Epps to Najim.
And flag on that. Gotta be.
You're going to see offsides.
On the near side here.
Yeah, that guy was over at Enola. Which is, by the way, across the river from here. That was a little inside joke if you don't know what we're talking about. So.
Yeah, Bethlehem's accumulated a lot of offsides calls tonight, Gary, but it's because they've been so aggressive in pressing their attack forward. And,
yeah, I was going to say, that's
in some ways, you're not disappointed by that if you're a coach.
Not surprising at all that they're accumulating those. Tells you that they're getting down there. And what's also interesting, they're getting down there with more than one person.
And that, I think, is the difference in this match tonight, Gary. Harrisburg has not been able to do that consistently. They've done it on occasion, but they have not consistently built the numbers forward that they needed, and they haven't had the support to the attack that they'd want.
Look out here, Kane, right along the line. Will it be off?
I think that's going to be a goal corner. I thought it was going to be a goal kick.
Another corner kick, 5 now. You see Kane just always pressing down there. Sekou Kane with 7 goals and 2 assists this season. Take a look right here. Dangerous. Good job by McLaws of getting down there and just stopping any forward progress. A good, clean tackle. So the ball will be put in on the far side by Nanko. Nanko with a flat kick out front. Not a particularly effective one. Here's Paul Wilson chasing it down far side. Can't get to it first. Wilson gets up and battles.
And he does battle. A height advantage took its toll there.
There's McLaws. Flat look for Ribeiro. Can't get him. There's Wilson again, getting in there and battling again. Here's Chambers.
Part of the reason, Gary, why the short passing game is going to be more effective in that situation. Get the ball in the air, and it's tough to control, and it's tough for the smaller players to get their head on it.
And there again, you had 3 guys back there off sides. So always kind of the cherry-picking aspect of it, always laying back.
They're pressing it.
Which makes you think about it when you go to try to score, because those guys, if you don't score, they're coming right away. It's a long look. Oh, and a nicely placed kick that time, just a little wide of the net.
Goal kick, Bethlehem.
Sean McCarthy's acquitted himself very well in the net tonight.
He has, proving his credentials as one of the better keepers in the league, Gary.
So McCarthy out near side. Deep downfield. Brent takes it. Nice job of heading it back up, connecting middle. Taken by Olabiyi to Wilson, back, or Dabo rather, back to Olabiyi again. Shanian will send it back to Miller to get things started. Miller with a good boot. Looking for Thomas that time, not going to find him. And then a nice swing back upfield by Bethlehem. Dabo gets it over to Thomas. And it comes. Epps. Look out here. Epps can make some things happen. They're taken away by the Islanders. And then across the touchline, we'll go back over to City Island. In minute number 72 in a game that's moving right along here this evening. Gary Sutton, Charlie Giroux, our entire Invica crew with you here tonight at FNB Field, where it is 1-2-0, 1-0 tonight. Bethlehem Steel, courtesy of James Chambers' shot in the 54th minute. A very good shot it was, too.
It was. And in baseball parlance, Gary, this is a pitcher's duel. Fast moving, a lot of good defense, 1-0 on the scoreboard, and Harrisburg still with the opportunity to get some points out of this match.
Yep. And unfortunately, a script that's become all too common here for Harrisburg in the season. Playing great defense, but not able to find the back of that net just yet.
And digging a hole and having to try to get out of it. I mean, it's a lot better to play from a 0-0 position than from one down. And just as I say that, here's an opportunity to really create some scoring situations.
Paul Wilson winds it up, but has it just a little bit late.
They really brought the numbers forward on that time, at that time, Gary.
And there's a kickoff Epps, and so the ball belongs to the Islanders.
You would have liked to have seen them come up with a little bit more for their effort.
Yeah, they certainly had a good look there, and again, so far just a little bit late, a little bit early. How they say that in Goldilocks, you want to get it just right.
Just right.
I don't know where that came from, but it was deep
The
recesses
porridge,
of my mind.
the porridge.
Yeah, just too hot, too cold, just right. Probably the only place you'll ever hear Goldilocks and soccer mentioned in the same sentence. Travis Brett on top of it there, gets it headed out. Jamie Thomas being pushed over into the signs, and that's actually not going to be Thomas, it's going to be McLaws. Every now and then you see McLaws and Thomas over there, and they're at the far side of the field from us, and you almost get the two of them mixed up.
Yeah.
Except that Thomas is midfield, and McLaws is back there as a back. Here you see Cardell Bembo getting ready to come in now in the 75th minute. And can Magic stop hit twice here this season?
This is the scoring combination that's worked very well for this Harrisburg side during this year, Gary, and let's see what happens. A little infusion of energy.
So the 75th minute, Cardell Bembo in there, number 19. He hit the winning goal back on April 15th in the last minute of the match.
He replaces number 22, John Grosh. Time of the substitution, the 75th minute.
And I just like that combination of Bembo in there along with Paul Wilson.
No question that is a lineup that creates a lot of excitement, Gary, and a lot of short passing opportunities, and foul on Bethlehem's side there, and you're going to get a card on this one, I think.
Yeah, Thomas getting pushed down from behind there.
Yellow card shown to Bethlehem's number 32, Giuliano Wijnaldum.
Wijnaldum with the yellow card. And the appropriate music accompany it.
Never fails.
Free kick, Harrisburg.
Off these set pieces, Gary, the opportunities are going to come later in the match. So let's see what Harrisburg makes of this one.
High hit. And there's McCarthy jumping in the middle of it all. McCarthy is one big guy when you look at him.
Attention City Islander fans, stick around post-match for autographs from your favorite players. Meet us below the boardwalk near section 201 to get the chance to see your favorite Islanders and get your merchandise signed. Be sure to collect your 2017 yearbook program, which includes an official autograph page at the merchandise stand now.
John McCarthy, by the way, stands at 6'3", 192 pounds. So he is a big dude in there. Another takedown as Ola B, this time the recipient of the shove. So things getting a little chippy
Yeah,
here.
and another set piece for Harrisburg right in the middle of the pitch, and this should be a opportunity for them to.
You see McCarthy motioning his players, get on down here right now. Need a little help, guys. And maybe a little Oscar should be awarded there to Mr. Olabi on the shove by Tribbett.
He drew the penalty.
So setting the piece here, they want Wilson and Thomas and Olabi right in the middle of the field. You know that Olabi's got a rocket foot when he wants to let it go. Just feel like with McCarthy, it's going to take more than that. There's a chip over the top.
Nice ball.
Was looking for Ribeiro. Up in the air it goes. And it will be kicked across the end line. Goal kick, and McCarthy will get it out of there.
Thanks, Facebook fans, for liking our page. Our Facebook winner tonight is Scott Mull. Congratulations, Scott. You won.
Harrisburg's really going to have to capitalize on a couple of these opportunities, though, Gary. These are in the waning stages of a match, the situations where you need to get good shots on frame. Here comes the counterattack again. Harrisburg's going to come up the far side of the field, working the ball into the middle.
Yeah, the possession time this half certainly belongs more to Harrisburg.
Spreading the field well. There's a good delivery into the box.
Good defense in the middle that time by Bethlehem Steel. That was a good series of passes to try to get that score.
Really was. That's what you want to see. You get an interference call here, I think.
You're going to get a takedown there on City Island, I think, on Kane. It was right outside the penalty area there. And the officials are going to consult with each other here. You're going to get a red card.
Red card shown to City Islanders number 15, Lee Nishanian.
Well, Nishanian will get the red card.
I want to see that again. I want to see that.
I think what they're saying is he took him down because he saw a goal coming. Take a look. Oh, man.
Push him behind.
That wasn't much of a push. Take a look at it again. Did he really push him hard? Man, that's a lot of imagination there.
A lot of head shaking up here.
Goodness gracious. Talk about a phantom red card.
They give out little trophies for that, Gary.
And Nishanian's making his case.
But he's going off.
But he's off, and he will now not have played every minute of every game.
And so Harrisburg will play the last 10 minutes of this match short-handed, Gary.
Boy, is that a tough call. That was.
Fans, don't forget to help us rock the island again at the next Islanders home match this Saturday, June 24th. It's Pink Night and also the fireworks presentation after the game by Star Shooters.
Wow. Tough call on Nishanian. And I think he really had a good argument to make.
They certainly made it.
Hard look, right.
Bethlehem Steel shot by number 36, Sekou Kone.
You see Sekou Kone, though, with the hard look there. Hits the outside of the net, so Brandon Miller will send it out. In the 80th minute, 81st minute right now, and now time becomes of the essence, and you're playing a man down.
Yeah, the clock's working against you at this point, and as you correctly point out, Gary, you're a man short, so.
And you now have to play on the offense, so.
But sometimes these situations, let's see what happens here.
One-on-one, and just missing Kane.
Just missed it.
There's a pretty nice look there, the
that
2-on-1
had trouble
situation.
All over it.
Did it ever. Here it is again, another good look. Speared out of there. There's Chambers taken away again. Good defense that time by the Islanders. Mohammed with it in the middle. Getting it ahead. Looking down there for Grosh. Look out. Kane trying to get an open spot. And coming out on is Brandon Miller and jumps on top.
There's a substitution to enter the game for Bethlehem.
Joseph Samuel in there now, number 49 for Bethlehem Steel. Kind of snuck in there without us seeing it.
Here comes the Harrisburg counterattack. Let's see what they can do a man short. Getting the ball into the box well.
Good job of getting it down the field there in transition.
A throw in along the far touchline.
And McLaws will have it. Big moments now. You need some scoring opportunities. Headed out of there by Tribbett again. Once again thrown in, this time tight. Back to the middle it comes. Looking for Ribeiro.
But again, not much, Gary.
Good job there by Travis Brent. Standing like an oak. Through it comes Bembo. Bembo with the same kind of side he had last time, trying to find a place to score it. Bembo with a good move, triple team, still creating space. Trying to find Brent.
And the Bethlehem defense is packed in that box. They've got every man back, and they packed it in, and were able to take Bembo's good moves away from him.
Can't see the green because of all the blue in there. Far side. One man to beat for Wilson. Wilson chips it over the top.
That's not what he wanted.
Won't get it, but they got it near side still. Bembo again. Bembo back to the middle hard. This time McCarthy comes out and jumps up and spears it. Putting the heat on.
They are, and the Bethlehem defense is way back, packed in, and Harrisburg still chipping away at it and creating some opportunities.
Sense of urgency. 84th minute of this match. 1-0. Bethlehem Steel up. Tell you what, Harrisburg's given as good as they've gotten this game.
They really have, and there's a nice takeaway, and let's see what happens here on the counter.
Been a physical game, but it's been a clean game the whole way through.
Coming down fast.
There's McLaws trying to hunt something. Near side it comes Bembo. Up to Samuel. And now Brent. Get it back out there to Brandon Miller. And Miller flat kick. Looking middle was trying to catch Wilson. It looked like a Ribeiro. Here's your chip ahead.
He's got no flag on that.
J.B. Thomas. Now the late flag.
Offside. Whistle against the City Islanders.
Almost looked like the official was letting that develop a little bit.
Can't say it was a bad call, Gary, but it was awfully late. I didn't see the flag come up at all.
The official with a little bit of a late call there as we're in minute number 86. I'd say we probably have about a minute of stoppage time. Maybe 2, but I doubt it. So here's McCarthy. Been rock solid tonight in that net. As advertised. And it'll go out of bounds off of Bethlehem Steel. Harrisburg playing a man down right now because of the red card on Nishanian. So again, ball belongs to Bethlehem Steel. They're not going to be in a big hurry here. New man in the match is going to be Danny DePrima. And Danny DePrima is one of those guys that has instant offense too. He'll take a rocket shot anytime he gets a chance.
Local guy with a lot of opportunities, and time is running out, so Harrisburg's putting everything they can forward and laying it all out on the field. Playing a man short.
Northern High School Dillsburg product. So here's Travis Brent. Quickly gets back into play to Olabi. So you got to get the ball stopped first. Dabo, middle. Olabi again.
Nothing there.
No. Back it comes. As we hit minute number 88 now. Islanders need to get the foot on it here, need to get an opportunity. Playing keep away with it at the moment is Bethlehem. Samuel swings it far side, he's got a man open over there. Back to middle it comes, and just playing keep away for the moment. Not in any hurry to really make much of anything happen. It's an old saying in sports, if you're in the lead and you have the ball, the other team doesn't.
That is well said, Mr. Sutton. You know, the clock is your biggest enemy here. They're playing a man down, and Bethlehem is doing exactly what they need to do. And the frustrations really for City are continuing. Scoreless again tonight, at least through this point in the match, and not a large number of real scoring threat opportunities, Gary.
No, none that you could say really tested McCarthy a whole lot. And to the defense credit for Harrisburg, they've done a great job of keeping Bethlehem away. A very good scoring
They
team
have, although they've
from
allowed
getting good shots.
Bethlehem to possess the ball more than they should have tonight. That's been one of the things that Harrisburg has done through the season, especially here at home, is to control the play. And they didn't do it as effectively tonight against this Bethlehem side as they have against some other teams that have come in here. And I think that hurt them a little bit tonight, not being able to possess the ball more, and in so doing to create more opportunities.
Did a better job the second half here, particularly late in the second half. But again, you're in kind of a, you got to hurry it up anyway.
You're in the panic situation at that point, you know, particularly playing a man down. You've got to press everything forward, and they've done it pretty effectively here in the last couple of minutes. But nothing, as we said, that tested the goalkeeper in the ways you would have liked.
So long throw in here. And we tick down in the 90th minute. We'll see how much stoppage time there is. Here's your final chance, maybe. Down the near side. Could you get one more chance? Could you have a miracle again?
Oh, almost a good through ball there.
And take it
Cut
away.
Short just as it made its way through the seam.
Yeah, Keegan Rosenberry stepping right in there. And so it's 24 seconds left in regulation.
My guess is, Gary, you're only going to get about a minute of extra time.
Right. Take down there. Ribeiro on top of it. Here we come again.
They're looking.
Ribeiro.
Nothing.
And the ball's going to be off City Island. So we are at the end of regulation.
There will be a minimum of 4 minutes of stoppage time added to the end of the second half.
Not sure where that came from, but 4 minutes of extra time.
Well, in this case, good.
We'll take it.
Yes. Wondering where that came from. Some of it probably came off that red card.
And there was the one injury to Thomas on the far side. But
so anyway, 4 minutes. So goal kick coming out now. So what in essence you have is a 4-minute game and you're down 1-0. Run your 4-minute drill, right?
That's what you do.
If there was such a thing. And if you're Bethlehem right now, all you want to do is just keep it away from your goal. Maybe get an insurance goal if you can with Kane. Miller chips it out. Looking for Thomas. Controlled in the middle of the field by City Islanders. Ola B making a good fast move. Out far side it goes. Got Wilson out there. Wilson, good chip to the middle.
Pretty nice delivery.
Oh, and McCarthy with a great save again, going up high. And Danny DePrima was right there.
Got it into the box exactly the way he wanted, and DePrima was right there.
Problem is you got 6'3" going up against 5'8".
And the 6'3" is allowed to use his hands.
Exactly.
That gives you another yard.
Right back to the middle it comes. Islanders back on it again. Ola B trying to find some space. Has it taken away from behind for a moment. Chips it off to Travis Brent. Brent swings it back. Near side it comes. Looking for Bembo over there. Bembo's been kind of non-existent since he got in. I'm not sure. He's not recovering from a little bit of an injury as well. Olabi, he's been busy tonight. Oh, here comes a look. Straight ahead and gets pushed down from behind. And no call.
No call.
2 guys down for City Island.
Goal kick, Bethlehem.
Wow. Is that Mohammed that went down near side? He's up kind of grabbing his foot there. So we're in the stoppage time part of this match now. And it goes across the touchline again and will belong to City Island. And the time for offensive excursions is running out right now. Need to make one count.
Final seconds of this match, Gary. 4 minutes of extra time, and it's near the end.
Look at Thomas. Thomas coming right across. Thomas.
Get a corner out of that? They've got the corner. They'll give him the corner.
First corner of the night for the Islanders. You got a fan who just jumped across, who's running out on the field. Well, you flat kick headed out by Chambers. Another one, Thomas, going to have a chance to chip it in there. Far side, in the front, got something going on, missing it. Another, and they're going to say offsides against the Islanders.
And that may just as well do it. Bethlehem in no hurry.
Not at all.
I think that's going to be the match.
As McCarthy, deliberate. He's taking his time. Doesn't have to really be in a hurry right now. And that is it. 1-0. And Bethlehem gets yet another victory this season against the City Islanders. 1-0 here on the goal at the 54th minute. The second half by James Chambers. And the City Islanders now 10 straight games where they have been winless. And for Bethlehem Catholic, 3 big points here tonight to solidify their 5th place standing so far and may even move them ahead up into the 4th place area.
Yeah, the offensive woes for Harrisburg continue, Gary, and they have to be frustrated. I mean, another scoreless night, as you correctly point out, 10 straight matches without a victory. They haven't won since April 15th when they beat this Bethlehem side, and they've had their chances. These are not blowouts by any stretch of the imagination, and you could see a couple of opportunities tonight where it could have been very different, but they've got to find the offensive magic to put some points on the board in terms of scoring goals. That'll get you the points in the standings.
Well, that's it tonight, and 1-0. You see the teams, Brendan Burke going down there, the head coach for Bethlehem Steel. He's got to be happy with his team tonight. They have now won or tied in 5 straight games, 4 of those wins, obviously. And for the City Islanders, they are still in last place tonight. They'll get at it again on Saturday night. And it will be a 7 o'clock match on Saturday night against Louisville City. And it doesn't get any easier for the City Islanders. Louisville City coming in with a record of 7-1-4.
Yeah, and essentially the best record in the league. They're in second place, as you know, Guy. They've got a couple of games in hand. So this Louisville side is very, very strong and a potent offense, and they will give Harrisburg everything that they can handle on Saturday night. Harrisburg needs a win here at home.
And they need to find a way to score. Again, the defense doing a stellar job tonight here, especially when they played one man down. But not to be tonight here for the City Islanders. I want to thank our whole Vicar crew tonight, Josh Edwards, and of course Charlie Giroux. It's been a fun evening. Maddie, who does a great job providing us all our stats all night long and all the information we need here from the City Islanders staff, and we're just so impressed with what she does. Here are the highlights tonight, and of course the main highlight's going to be the Chambers goal this evening. And you can see coming out of the gate tonight, and there was your first half. Lots of action. There's Chambers, though, breaking through in the 54th minute. That was the one goal all night long. Watch Chambers. Just beating 3 guys just by a length. There you see good efforts in the second half here by Harrisburg to try to get the score. Playing hard the whole way, never that in doubt. You're always going to see them at it.
Yeah, the more I see that play, Gary, the more I wonder.
Yeah, the Najadian call at the red card was just a real phantom call. Not a good one by the official there. And then there's a guy that played a great match all night, John McCarthy, in the right place all night long for Bethlehem Steel. And then that's it. It's all over. So again, thanks to our Invicta crew tonight, and thank you to Charlie, and thanks to all the people up here that helped us all night long. Again, we'll be back in action against Louisville on Saturday night. It'll be Charlie Giroux and Chad Edwards on Saturday night. I'm missing my only game of the year. I'm actually going to be on vacation in Maine, but I'll be probably watching somewhere on the web that night.
Enjoy.
Yep. So June 24th is Saturday night at 7 o'clock. Get on out here to watch the match. And thank you so much for joining us here tonight. USL Soccer on Invicta, the only place to see it. Again, your final match tonight. Bethlehem Steel 1, the Harrisburg City Islanders 0. Have a great evening, everyone.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League may not be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the express written consent from the United Soccer League.